Okay, I'm recording this because this is good, and if I'm gonna be on here, it needs to be content. Oh no, it's just y'all's audio. It's just audio. Okay, so just as a reference and a starting point, we're coming into a conversation where we're talking about relationships and defining what exactly. Okay, cool. Manferi, what do you want to add to the conversation?
And it's up to me. If you want to, whatever you want to put on. No, not right now. Put your sandals on. Um, in your room, probably. Um, but he set a boundary at that point. He didn't have to like. It's a He didn't have to. Bitch, just put your fucking phone away. The fuck. It's just. Yeah. It's. Can you put your phone away? And it's up to me at that point to continue and remember going forward. He doesn't like me being on my phone while we're eating. So let me make sure that I keep my phone to the side, and I will, I'll check my phone when we're not sitting here. Or I'll say, hey, Luke, can I take a moment to check my phone? Because that's then taking forward consideration of that boundary he set. Now, it doesn't feel like that's not, that's oversimplifying it, but and children don't look at it this way. Young people don't. This isn't a boundary. It's, oh, he's just being a pain in my ass. But no, that's nicely saying that's something I don't like. Yeah, so don't get me wrong. Thickness. Why am I calling you thickness? What's your name? Dylan. Palm. Just say palm. Dylan. You say Dylan. Palm. Like palm. Okay. So don't get me wrong. When I was like 20 years old, I thought that way too. I'm not going to sit there and stress if they lied to you. I didn't think that way because I did. As I got older, I was like, you know what? I don't have time to do this thing. I'm just going to tell the person what I want. If they don't respect it, that's on them. I get what you're saying. I just kind of feel like the test part is a little inevitable. It's just like, you're going to get somebody who's going to have to push buttons no matter how, emotionally mature they are. And it's like, with me, I'm only 30. You're talking to someone who's never really had a serious relationship. I've just had a lot of history of dating and, a lot of flings. So it's like through just coming into a lot of contact with people, this is based on my experience. So, yeah, and I guess the big thing you said though is it's intentional or unintentional. And to me, do it intentionally, to me, like Princess was saying, that's manipulative. You're trying to play puppet master, and I'm like, I'm good. Right, like once you get to a certain
Hey, y'all.
once you get to a certain age of, you don't have time for the nonsense. But you realize after a certain point that their life is way too short, and it's either going to work or it's not. And people trying to force relationships and playing games like that It's not okay. People have gotten so manipulative and so okay with, oh, well, this dude did this to me, so I gotta do this and see if this guy, I gotta check his phone. I gotta go follow him on social media. Every girl he likes, he's cheating on me. He's this, he's that, and it's toxic. Women are toxic as fuck right now, and it's disgusting. And so, like, it is something, like, for me, the next relationship, the next marriage, or whatever I get into, it's going to be, you want to know what's up from the beginning. I don't got time for that. Time is precious.
Right.
You know, one of my very close friends, one of my dear friends, he got diagnosed with testicular cancer recently. Had a testicle removed. The guy's 26 years old, and now it's moved to his lymph nodes. That's big, and you know, he doesn't necessarily have time. And when you think about that, you know, I'm older than that, so how much time do I have? How much time do you have? Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Make sure that today you're being the best partner you can, and the most genuine partner, because when you're not genuine with the person you're trying to date, even though you know what, you're gonna get hurt, because there's not a lot of genuine people, because people refuse to be genuine, but you're gonna get hurt. If you keep being genuine, and the right people will appear and come to you.
Or even in loving relationships, I mean, you gotta remember, we're all human beings. Someone's gonna get hurt at some point in time, whether it's unintentional or intentional. It's going to happen. My thing is just, how do you move forward from that? You know,
right?
Because your partner can't be perfect. If you want your partner to be perfect, you know, or like you were saying earlier, you know, they shouldn't make me mad or they shouldn't piss me off. I was like, it's not intentionally, you know, because we're human beings. It's going to happen, you know. And like things like, for instance, you and I might be together, and you'd be like, dude, I've told you about your damn laundry on the floor. Can you put it in the fucking basket? You know, I'm going to piss you off. It's going to happen.
Of course. You know? That's any standard relationship, because, you know, we have, especially when you're moving in together with someone and it's like the first year, oh my God, that is the hardest time to live with someone, because you like what you like, they like what they like, you're trying to come together and do the things, and oh my God, it is so hard living with someone else. You're gonna think, oh my God, put the toilet seat down. My biggest thing with my most recent was close the shower curtain. Close the goddamn shower curtain. Oh my God, close the shower curtain. And I'm not that. So close the shower curtain. If it's wet, close it.
So you brought up the toilet seat. This is what I used to do with my first serious relationship. I would put the toilet seat down and the lid, because she pissed me off that bad. I would fine. I'll put everything down. And one night, it's like 2 a.m, she had to go to the bathroom real quick, out from being with the girls, and the lid was down, and she went to go pee, and she peed all over the lid herself, and she started yelling at me, and I said, whoa. I said, the toilet seat is down.
No.
I was like, the toilet seat is down. I said, we're not doing this.
I'm a child. Things find their way into my toilet. The toilet seat stays, like, the entire toilet seat is down. It's, I have to lift it, you have to lift it. That's my rule in my house. We all have to lift it, because things disappear, and I need to hear that toilet open if someone wants to go flush something. Sorry.
Yes.
I was talking to somebody, and we were talking about, like, dating and what do you do? How do you date in the industry? How do you date once you leave the industry? Because there's gonna be guys that have, like, in the future, there's gonna be someone who has a problem with what I've done/do. And so,
as a civilian, I wanted to do a video on this so badly, but I just felt like, you know what, just kind of walking up to the line of stuff I don't need to be talking about.
Oh no, so. Like, I want to talk about all that.
It's hard. It's hard. Like,
it's really fucking.
Like, my biggest. It's hard. Like, since I've been in the industry, I haven't dated someone who's not been in the industry in the last 7 years, just because of that. Because talking to civilian women about it, it becomes a chore. And the biggest thing is,
because they don't understand.
You know, the biggest thing was like, are you clean? I'm like, I probably get tested way more than you ever have in your entire life.
That's facts.
You know, so I mean, like, I think you should do a topic on that, because it's not easy.
Yeah. But me as a civilian guy who's creating content with people in the industry is like, listen, I've contemplated this a lot, like kind of to the point where it's like I'm overthinking it. So I'm like, if people want that video, I will speak on that. But I also don't want to out the person I was chilling with, because we're still on term,
No, just make a topic, not necessarily about you. Just make it a topic.
Yeah.
Right.
If there's like
a listen to your about it, because we all have experiences. Some of us, some of the people in the industry have become poly because it's just easier. Like me, I know that for me, like to be in a serious relationship where I'm talking about marriage and stuff, I know I can't be shooting. So at some point, I will stop shooting. But that's going to got this dishwasher on and off. I'm sorry. But at that point, it'll be I want to because I want to give something to this person and only this person. And it's not going to be their decision. It's going to be mine.
I mean, I've had the marriage topic come up, and then I'm always like kind of mortified at the woman for saying that to me, because it's like, again, like I never make it past early stage. I haven't made it past early stages yet. So if somebody says that, I'm like, are you insane? Like, I've hung out with you like 3 times. Like, why are you talking about marriage?
Because
I mean, that's what they want.
But girls, like, that's what women want. Like, women, not all women. Okay, I'm not speaking for all women. I'm speaking for the women that are similar to me. But if I'm talking to a dude, if I know on the first conversation I feel a connection, then I know that let me start thinking about what are the possibilities. What, like, can we have a future? Is this somebody I can build with? And so women think about these things right off the jump, because we're not going to waste our time with someone who we can't possibly see a future with. Right?
How you doing, princess? What's your name, girl?
I actually had somebody, I was talking to someone about like how sheltered I am, and I've never, like, they are completely shocked. I have never had a guy come up to me on the street and be like, "Hey baby, what's up?" Never. They don't believe me. I'm like, no.
I have a content idea for Miami.
See, here's the thing though. It's my own fault because I have to actually leave the house for people to do that.
Well, there is that.
Since I had my daughter, I don't ever want to go anywhere. I'm like, yo, why do I want to go somewhere? I can sit here and be chill for free.
Palm, like I was listening to, I think it was last week, about, I can't remember the guy who, he got married and his wife shot with, Oh Boy, and all the guys in the comments were,
Adam 22.
He just recently got married. Yeah, Adam 22.
Adam 22.
And I was like, this is why I hate our species so much as a male species. Because Adam can smash all he wants and no one gives a shit.
That double standard. Oh my God, we need to do so many talks about that.
Like, Adam can smash all he wants. And then all of a sudden, I was like, why do you call out this guy all these names? And I'm just like, do they not know who he is or what he's done?
Well, I'm about to do another video about how, like, he had his wife in the studio doing an interview after to talk about it, and then he had Jason Love, the male talent who she shot with, come on, and then she's like, this was awkward, this made me feel uncomfortable. And it's the fact that, like, this man will do anything for views, like anything in the name of content, including making his wife feel super awkward and uncomfortable. I mean, I don't know if nobody on this live has probably studied No Jumper like I've studied this in my career, but just the fact that, like, this year all the hosts left, and quit because of, how he treated people, it's like now you'll see he'll even kind of throw his wife under the bus.
It's really interesting to me, like,
well, I've been watching him since the start, and I've been a really big Adam and No Jumper fan. I would say this year, I haven't watched No Jumper because I've been focused on my own endeavors, and I kind of stopped watching podcasts altogether just because I haven't had time. But, like, that was one of my favorite ones. I've been watching him from, like, the very beginning.
No cap, I've never watched it. Not one episode. Not once.
Well, I mean, I'm a huge underground rap fan, and when they came out in, like, 2015, 2016, just how he was covering all that SoundCloud rap, like, I'm from LA, so, like, to know where, like, the On Some Shit store is at, and then just watching them move from downtown to Melrose to Burbank, and then just get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And then like just still be like the rappers he was first interviewing. Like I was seeing those dudes at shows. Like I had no concept of like Lil Peep getting bigger or X getting bigger. These are fools I was seeing at warehouse shows. So
yeah. So I'm from South Central. So you say you're from LA? I'm from South Central. Normandy and 59th is where I grew up.
Sorry, y'all. I checked out for a second there. We went skating this weekend because I took my daughter skating. That's what she wanted to do for her birthday. It was her first time skating. I used to be able to skate 30 years ago.
Yeah, that's probably the last time you went skating, and now you're like, oh, I can do this.
This was in middle school, okay? But I bet I got on the skates. I tried so fucking hard, and I ate it so bad. I fell flat on my ass. And so, like, I can't stand up straight right now. I'm like, I might not be able to shoot for that at Exotica because my back is so fucked up right now.
Don't worry, girl. Just lay on your stomach. I got you.
Well, guys, I'm about to
back
go.
To the lecture at hand, I mean, just seeing the whole evolution of Adam 22 and the whole, like, emphasis he put on, like, you know, rap media culture. But also, like, me being a small platform and me being a black creator and, like, always, you know, studying him in the background and even getting offered a job by him, you know, from going to literally getting laughed out of his store in 2016 to in 2021 getting offered a job by that same man is, like, that's crazy to me. And then to watch, like, how he, you know, built a lot of people's careers and then how his whole, basically, the majority of his team just walked out on him. It's just like, okay, that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. Like,
All right, y'all.
I need to. All
right.
So.
Yeah, man. You gotta chop it up some more, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
See you soon, darling.